All right, so let's go ahead and talk about Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yes.
That
How you
trailer.
doing?
I'm good. So did you enjoy that trailer?
That trailer was great.
I feel like the trailer was good. It got you some crossover with the Guardians of the Galaxy, letting you know that okay, Thor was with them, and then
So, can I ask a question real quick? So, Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor, the new Guardians movie, that's completely different from this Thor movie?
I think that Thor's going to be in the new Guardians for like a small scene. It's
So-
going to show the break scene.
They'll probably have a break at the beginning of each movie and then
I think
show
so.
their respective journeys.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because I was getting so confused there at the beginning because I thought, oh, why we got a Guardians 3 and Thor? They're going to be part of each?
I mean, because Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 comes out next year, so.
Yeah. Well, that was why I was like, what?
So Thor, I would say, is a temporary Guardians member, the same way Nebula and Rocket were an Avenger.
Yeah.
So yeah, Thor, he'll be a Guardian. So we see Thor, the Guardians leave Thor, and Thor's off on his new adventure. He worked out. He lost
He lost all the weight.
Yeah. So I mean, of course, you'd want that in the new Thor movie.
Well, yeah, and I feel like they couldn't because a lot of people didn't like the fat, try to be funny Thor, so they bring back the OG strong.
Yeah, super fit.
Yeah.
I thought that the fat Thor, he was good for the movie. He was good for
I thought
Avengers
for
Endgame.
the purpose, he did very well.
His purpose was to highlight his depression and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and all his heavy drinking and stuff. So they did that well. And then it kind of made the reason to say, okay, Thor, he's weaker in this one, opposed to an Endgame where he threw his hammer, he threw Stormbreaker right at Thanos, full Infinity Gauntlet, and he still broke through. So it was like a power down for him, which was cool.
And now, as he says in the trailer, he's going on a journey for himself. So we're going to see him gain all his power back and figure out, what his purpose is now that it's...
Well, I don't think he ever lost his power.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean.
He kind of got lazy
you know
with
what
things.
I mean. He's working out, getting strong again.
Yeah.
And now that his family's all gone, because they've all been killed off.
Yeah. And
We're gonna see where he goes from here.
He gave up his throne to Valkyrie. So Valkyrie's king.
She's king of Asgard.
They reference it. They said king in this.
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, Valkyrie, she's king of Asgard on Earth. So Thor goes back there for something. I'm not sure why he goes back there. Because he's in space.
Yeah.
So. But did you also see the scene where he was on like a space boat and he was using his hammer? So was he using the hammer as a Bifrost transporter while he was on the boat?
So that was confusing to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because we have all this Asgardian technology now back on Earth. You know how like the boats were floating and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are we seeing other realms maybe, and their technology's coming through, or because why do they need all these old timey boats that are there? I mean, when they have ships already.
It's a Thor thing, it's a
Norse
Norse mythology. It's a Norse mythology thing.
I mean, they're no longer in Asgard; they're on Earth. So
they're on Asgard. It's New Asgard. Asgard's not a place; it's a people.
Asgard. Yeah, you're right.
It's not a place; it's a people.
But he definitely, I think, is using the hammer to get around.
That's what I was thinking. The hammer, it has Bifrost in it.
Yeah.
So
because we saw that.
We saw it in Infinity War. When he came in. He used Stormbreaker, so Stormbreaker can transport. Like Bifrost.
So he's probably using that to get around.
But I'm saying specifically, he was in a boat.
You're saying he used it to transport the whole boat?
Yeah. In space. You see that part?
I agree with you on that. Yeah.
So we didn't get the villain.
No, we have not seen him yet.
We have not seen God Butcher yet.
Which Christian Bale.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be excited for that.
Yeah. Who had a Joker?
That's a callback. I think he's gonna do great. I know we've seen his character and how he's supposed to look, so I think he's gonna be a great villain.
I think he's gonna be a dope villain as well.
What did you think of that beginning of that trailer when Thor's running and he's getting older and older?
I liked it. Maybe we might see one of the younger Lokis maybe in the scene. I mean, because it's already been confirmed that we're gonna get like another parody stage play type of deal with Melissa McCarthy. I seen the photos with Melissa McCarthy playing Hela, and then someone's playing Loki, and someone's playing Thor.
And
I think Thor's brother's playing the parody Thor.
And Matt Damon as
Loki.
Is Loki.
And then one of the Hemsworth brothers is playing a version of Thor. So it's kind of funny.
So at one point though, we see him just kind of packing the hammer up, and it's almost like a It's almost like a tombstone. Where to me, it looked like it was kind of buried. He put it down and it buried it a little bit just so it sit there, and he walks away from it.
Yeah, that's what he said. My hero days are over.
Yeah,
but you know it's Marvel. It's never.
Yeah, so I mean, what do you think? You think that's at the beginning, and then he that's before the split up maybe, and that's why he travels with the Guardians, but then
he tried to make peace without being a hero and trying to have fun. You see, he was kissing some alien. And so
on another boat, which it seems like this movie has got a lot of boat references for some reason.
Yeah. So, I think that maybe he tried to give up being a hero, but
and then realized he couldn't.
He can't. You know, he still, even though he gave up the throne and all this and that. You know, even though that was his story arc, he wanted to be the king of Asgard for so long, and then I'm done.
Yeah, and finally gave it up. We also know that the other gods are confirmed as to be real, not just Norse gods. We have Zeus.
We got Zeus. We got Olympus.
Yeah, we have all of Olympus. So that just breaks the door wide open for Marvel to use any types of gods from other religions and stuff.
Oh, you trying to go Moon Knight here? God dang.
Just like Moon Knight, we got the Egyptian gods.
Yeah.
So that going forward, I think that's going to be interesting in how they play with it, and to see. I think it's going to be interesting to also see how many gods that Gore actually murders. Because you got to think the gods are all powerful. How many gods has he killed?
Yeah.
Just become an actual threat.
That's true. And with that being said, does Lady Thor, is she considered a god now? Because she has god powers.
I would say she's considered a demi-human almost.
Demigod?
Demigod, yeah, not demi-human, demigod. Because she's got the power of God, but she's also still human.
Do you also think that they're going to play the storyline where she has cancer? Because Marvel, they switch stuff all the time.
So we were just talking about this.
Yeah.
So the story is she's got cancer. And so from what I read, she has cancer, she gets her infusions, but every time she transforms into Thor, it basically wipes out that chemo she got. And then so she transforms back, and she's even sicker than she was beforehand. So it's almost like a cycle.
That was part of the story?
That's the story I read.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah,
I didn't know she was getting sicker every time.
Yeah, so she's not getting any better, so she's always getting just a little bit sicker after transforming.
Factual?
We'd have to go into it and find out factual. We can do that after, though. But I hope they kind of play on that. I know they changed her origin where she's not a nurse and stuff, and she's a scientist and stuff. Like you were telling me in the first Thor.
Because you love
they kind of referenced it.
Yeah.
But I think the cancer storyline would be good because she was gone for
some years.
A few years. Even though she came back in, she was there in Ragnarok.
She was in game, but that was just recording of her. They didn't really bring her back.
She's gone. That'd be perfect storyline. She's been gone because she's got cancer.
Yeah, part of the storyline is her and Thor broke up.
Yeah.
She probably got that was her own story now that she's part of the new Avengers. Because it is a new Avengers team now.
You said new Avengers. Are we going to see other Avengers with her, though?
No, I think this is going to be more of a self-contained Thor movie.
All right.
I think we already got Guardians. We don't need more people.
Yeah. But with the Multiverse of Madness having come out and stuff, could this be a different variant timeline of Jane Foster? Or are we saying that everything we'll see, unless it's been said that they're different, they're all the ones we've been used to?
I think it's going to be self-contained. I don't think this is going to be because we now know that the MCU is Universe 616 as it was in Doctor Strange. So I think this is 616 universe. Did other universes have a hell of breaking that hammer and then to come back together? I mean,
that's true.
That's what I'm saying. We got reference that that's the hammer that was broken and somehow it came back together. So I think it's the same universe. You still see some of the same stories. You see that Thor went with the Guardians. You're seeing that's the Thor that went with the Guardians.
It's a continuation of the after Endgame.
I don't think this is Rick and Morty where we watch a bunch of different universes
come together.
Yes, I think this is still that same MCU. I think we're going to see more multiverse stuff.
Oh yeah, I agree. I just wanted to ask because I'm always on like is that a variant? Oh, is that the same?
The whole multiverse train.
Yeah,
variant train.
On that choo-choo.
Maybe the only way I was kind of swing towards your way or your way of thinking is if they do something with Loki. And then Loki comes back somehow.
Which I don't think he will come back, especially since they are gearing up for Loki season 2 and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we see him come back at all, we'll see him come back in the next season. But that's in the future. We don't have to worry about that.
It could be a cameo or something like that where Loki...
Now, me and you got in a kind of a little argument talking about Helena and if she died or not at the end of Ragnarok. Do you think we could possibly see her in this movie?
See her get killed by Gore?
Well,
if she got killed by Gore, that would show that Gore is a bigger threat than her.
Yeah.
If he killed her, and then they kind of based like Hela's the sword she was bringing out. They kind of based that from Gore.
Yeah, because he's carrying a necro. It's the necro
sword. Yeah.
And it's supposed to be.
Some powerful
dark magic, like made from dark magic.
But they kind of put a little of that into the Hela character because any other version of Hela, I've never seen her use swords, just throwing them and all this
kind of
and
just
that.
like they also almost seemed like Loki, where he kind of throws daggers and stuff, and she was just tossing swords.
She was just.
But I think what would be cool is if we saw him like transported somewhere, like transported to Asgard, the original one. And
that was destroyed?
Yes, hang on. He was like transported to Asgard as it's being destroyed and gets in the fight with Helena and then kills Helena and the
Surtur?
Yeah. Maybe not.
So you're saying Surtur, he destroyed Asgard, which seemingly killed Hela, but if you slow motion that sword down, it looked like a full teleport. If you go back and watch it,
so I'll have to go back and watch and see if I see this teleport. But maybe she gets teleported. She teleports to somewhere.
Maybe she went and teleported to the afterlife that she rules or something like that. That's what I believe. I don't think Hela died because I don't think he killed her. Because I'm saying you go back and you see green dot. It's just like. There's no body. That just look like full magic there. But
I'll go back and watch that.
Surtur, do we know if he's alive? Did he die with the explosion?
I would say no, because he was the size of Asgard. So an explosion like that might rock him, but I don't know if it'd kill him.
Yeah, but I don't think Gore came there in time. Yeah, so
I probably was a little ambitious by saying that, but if you're right that she did teleport. Maybe we see him meet her at a...
That'd be cool if she and that's something that they didn't put in the movies. They didn't tease that, and that's some secret stuff that if they are doing it, keep it secret. Please keep it secret. And people who have spoiled stuff, do not put that stuff in the thumbnail on YouTube. That is just rude. Not everybody don't want stuff spoiled. I don't like getting on YouTube and think, I can't get on YouTube because somebody's gonna spoil it. So please stop. I would like that would be cool to see, and then Gore he actually kills Hela, and then for me that'd be like because Hela was a big threat.
My gosh,
she took out a whole army herself.
Took out all of Asgard by herself.
So if he can kill her, I'd be like, okay, he's a real threat.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely gonna be interesting to see how they do that.
Mm-hmm. And then as far as anticipation goes, my anticipation is high for it, but it's like at the same time they didn't give us too much yet.
I'm sure when they release the actual official trailer. And the
official trailer, and the thing about it is, Marvel has gotten better with the way they do trailers. They don't do it out like a year before the movie comes out like they used to. They do it just a couple months before. So we're getting Thor very soon. And they did the same thing with Spider-Man. What the Spider-Man trailer came out with like September, October.
Yeah, and even the Multiverse of Madness trailer came out
more closer to the release date. So I do like Marvel for what they've been doing as far as keeping us anticipated and not spoiling things for us. So I love what you're doing with Thor. I think that giving us those little pictures that you guys, you seen a picture with Thor, Jane Foster Thor, and Valkyrie.
Yeah, when they're sitting and she's kind of on the throne and Jane's kind of like right next to her. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen that one.
So, what you think about that? Like, what's she doing there? When did they meet up?
Maybe, I don't know. It's crazy. That I was wondering that too, because it was like almost like maybe what if Jane's there to help protect the Asgardian people, or maybe they made a deal where they would reforge Mjolnir and she would hold it for him, because if she's worthy enough, she could be their warrior.
Yeah, I mean, who gave it?
Who gave it to her?
How did she get that power? Did Odin use some force and be like, you know what?
Odin's dead.
Odin's dead, but you see, when Odin was dead, he still could talk to Thor.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, maybe Odin had some type of magical enchantment that he just let her... I don't know. We're going to see.
It's also interesting to see who picked the pieces of Mjolnir up, because...
I think they flew together somehow. And then they came together magically.
Oh, yeah.
Of course it's magic.
Almost like in the first Thor, when the hammer's in the crater and Thor is dying and it flies back to him.
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
That could be. That's a good theory.
Because Thor, he no longer needs
he no longer needs it because
he got Stormbreaker. Stormbreaker's way more powerful.
I guess that also it kind of brings up the question, do you think... I can't remember his name right now. The dino looking Thor, Billy. His name's Billy something. I can't remember it. Do you think we'll see? I was gonna ask if you thought we would see him in this movie, but I can't remember his name.
Dino looking Thor.
He's orange, and he's normally the one that holds Stormbreaker.
Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, Beta Ray Bill. Yeah. Do you think we'll see him in this movie?
I don't know, and if they do put him in there, they did to a point where we couldn't tell, which is good. I thought they teased him in the last movie, so if we get him, I would be happy that they didn't spoil it at all. Like,
yeah.
I want the aha moments. I will say that after watching Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness, a lot of people spoil a good film.
Yeah, Marvel also spoiled some of the aha moments, but
I mean, yeah, too, with some of the TV spots, like with. Spoiler warning. Yeah, because we got to.
If you haven't seen it
already, it's been out for a while. But we spoiler the whole Captain Carter's shield throw and all this and that. Like that's too much. We didn't need to know that. We didn't need to know that.
Professor X's chair.
I think that's just his voice. I think that was the only thing they did.
Voice. Everybody was like,
everybody was excited. I was on top. I was on board with it. But it's like my anticipation dropped going into it because I'm like.
Now that I know all this, come on.
And then you seen the full spoiler on YouTube where someone...
Yeah, you gotta watch it. That's what you were... I mean, like you were saying, you gotta watch out.
You gotta watch out for those spoilers. Even if you gotta leave YouTube alone for a while. We not gonna spoil the stuff in the inappropriate fashion.
We never will spoil this for you.
Yeah.
Without letting you know.
Without letting you know. Spoiler warning. You'll hear the sound. So I guess we gotta put the sound in this one. God damn.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So what's your anticipation level so far?
My anticipation level is at a 9. I think we haven't seen Thor in a while. It's going to be a great redemption arc for him. Mm. Gore is a whole new character that we've never seen before. Just like kind of how I was talking in the other videos about we're seeing some stuff that we've never seen before. It's going to be great to see him and get a new storyline. So I'm at a 9 right now.
Mm. All right. Well, as for me... I'm at an 8.5 because I feel like all we got was a teaser. So, I feel that my anticipation is going to grow even higher.
Oh, yeah.
But right now, they just gave us a teaser. They didn't give too much away. We knew Lady Thor was coming.
Yeah, I believe everybody did.
Everybody knew that, so we didn't lose much there. But I do feel that we're going to get more. Maybe I'm hoping that the next trailer we get a good view of the villain of the film.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping. I know my anticipation is going to go up higher. I'm just being completely honest right now. It's at an 8.5, which is still good.
Yeah.
But it's a Marvel film, so they do great things. So I know it's going to go higher. So yeah, I can't wait to see that Thor movie. It's coming out real soon.
Yeah, it is.
Coming out, was it July 8th?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's coming. We're less than a month.
A month?
Oh, sorry. A month and a half, basically.
Yeah, there you go.
And yeah, I forgot my months. Okay.
Well, all right. Well, thank you for joining us again on Fan Star Reviews, and we checking out.